welcome to this David Baddiel Trews Comments special. And let's have a look at some of these comments. Yeah, David, you take half.
I've seen one comment already that I'd like to refer to.
Yes.
Because what I like is that Prajna Alna, is that her name? Prajna Alna. She's talked for ages, I'm just going to give you a sense of it, of there an absolute truth at play here, regardless of which side of the debate you fall on. The government is merely a reflection of our collective consciousness. If there is mass greed and deception, we need to look at our own human hearts. It carries on like that for a long time. And then Zed Steed has said, that grey piece of ducting leading up to your TV would annoy the shit out of me. How did you put that on? Piece of ducting is really annoying. Oh, is it that piece? Oh yeah, leads up to the TV.
It's annoying me now.
There's two great pieces of ducting here.
Oh, there's ducting everywhere I look. Ducting. Woo!
So, although Zed also says...
So some people are watching the sort of the numinism, my attempts to bring God down to earth through sort of shamanic interpretation of the media, the corruption, it's all an illusion, look behind the veil, other people are saying...
Yeah, the interior decoration is all horrible.
Look at that
Although, to be fair, what is he expecting, Zed? What are you expecting? A TV has to have some connection to, admittedly, the corporate terrible morass that you described.
Bloody corporate morass.
That's what he's saying. I am annoyed, Zed. It's annoyed because that connects your television, which feeds your brain with all sorts of terrible images. That's the connection between it and the world you so deplore.
What if we were to put it in the wall a bit? Is it just aesthetics that Zed's worried about?
I think that is what he's worried about, yeah. He thinks that should be in the brickwork.
Look at the orchids, man. There's a lovely orchid there.
You have, of course, mainly exposed brickwork.
Of course, mainly exposed brickwork. I'll sleep on an exposed brick. My exposed brick.
It is essentially exposed bricktail here. But that is... he's worried about that getting in the way of exposed brickwork.
There's enough exposed bricks, Zed. Stop worrying, man. Any other things?
Zudica says, I've been seeing a lot of 33s and 11s recently. I haven't looked into it. I noticed others will be... I saw you had a 33 inked on your wrist. What does it represent to you? Why do you have it?
Some say it's a Masonic number. Others think that it's the age that Jesus died at. And then there's me who think, I like 33. There was a time when I was 32 where I thought I was going to die when I was 33. Turns out that didn't happen.
Anaconda 118 is Russell Pagan, but she or he, the snake Anaconda, has spelt your name with one L.
In a way, we're all pagans because paganism is pantheism is to see the divine in all things. Paganism is to seek out symbols of divinity that are pertinent to your own existence. Like if you was living in a tribe where you ate mostly buffaloes, you'd go, oh, the divine buffalo, we must worship it. That's a rational thing to do. Early pagan cults in this country, they might worship some wheat. Oh, we love the wheat, they'd say, and they'd have some sort of wheat sort of deity that they'd worship. It was a logical thing. They needed that wheat or they would die. All religion really is rational. It's not meant to be mystical in the sense of it's sort of some sort of a rational hocus-pocus thing. Look for emblems that guide your consciousness, that keep you in tune with your environment and with the world. Yes, I am a pagan. We need to create a new pantheon, a new system of gods that are rational, not these dead gods of the desert that we've been worshipping, of Islam, no disrespect, Christianity, no disrespect, Judaism, no disrespect, but a new series of gods that can coordinate our consciousness and bring about the revolution. DuckTales, woo!
I saw the light, says, I love you, Russell Brand, and I love those uploads with Alan. No, I see, I'm taking that the wrong way.
Why? You're jealous?
He preferred Alan.
Yours haven't been on yet.
Well, I don't care.
You pessimist.
Unless I saw the light writes you in the next minute and says, I love you, Russell Brand, I love those uploads with David de bottom.
I saw the light. You must reassure David. Follow him on Twitter and say something nice to him.
He says, I have some concerns. Also, I saw the light, I have some concerns about the new one, George, which he means the new royal. In terms of the royals, I don't wish to project anything. I have concerns regarding the new one, George. He seems to have a determined look about him, a bit bullish, if you ask me.
He is a bit bullish.
Yeah.
I hate that kid.
Yeah, well, he doesn't look bullish to me. I think what he looks is babyish.
He does look. He's a bit babyish, isn't he? Why did he grow up?
Actually, I'll tell you what, he does look to me like a little bit over-royal.
Too royal.
When he was being baptised, you see that he had the longest thing on that anyone's ever worn. Yeah. He had a dress on that was 5 times longer than him.
That's no excuse for that, because if you did that to an adult, that'd be like wearing a dress that was all just stretched around the church, what his mum did do when she got married, or his grandmum.
His grandmum, actually, Diana obsessed, but actually it did remind me of Diana just then. Have you gone to old Diana crazy again? Oh no.
Oh, she had to go, they killed her, you know?
Yeah, I know they killed her. Yeah, but she had a very long train, didn't she?
Yeah.
Very, very long. What is the point of that? I'm worried that someone's going to tread on it.
Well, that's the risk, isn't it? Just to say, like, she's got a wake as a human being. Like, you know, even when she's gone, think about her a bit. There's a bit of her dress still trailing behind her.
What is the semiotics though of that very, very long train?
I think it must be like a wake or something. It's like it's carving the air.
It's not a wake. He didn't know she was going to die.
No, I mean a wake as in like a boat's wake.
Oh, okay.
Like a wake of the energy
I
left
see.
behind, like a physicalisation of her
I didn't know what
previous...
you meant.
Oh, if we
I
took that George and we raised him,
Yeah, me and you.
that would be a good English comedy.
It would actually. It would be like a little Britcom if we kidnapped George. Admittedly, the first part of that would be quite complicated, wouldn't it? Because it would actually still involve the kidnap of a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like raising Arizona. Quite
We'll get over that bit. Yeah, and then two people bring up us.
the royal baby.
The royal
and
baby.
at some point we've got to tell him.
Yeah, he's the royal.
Why, instead of that, why don't we just actually make me the King of England?
Well, because you're not, are you? Actually, you might be.
Why not? I'll do a better job than them bloody that stupid fat bully baby.
Fat, all babies are quite fat.
Especially that royal fat baby.
James the Mod says, I honestly think you both sound like Burks. He spelled Burks, B-E-R-K-S. I've always wondered about the spelling of Burks. I enjoyed Brad taking the piss out of all these silly stories, but trying to seriously, which he spelt wrong, he spelled it serially, dissect what they mean. Come on, they mean fuck all. It's a photo of Harry at his job. He's in the army putting his life at risk. Etc. etc.
He might have meant serially.
Please just go back to taking the piss. It was more funny and didn't make you sound like a toss pot. Now, James the Mod, I think he's bullish.
This comments section is just an artsy liberal circle jerk. Come on, grab a hold of yourself, you pricks, which is exactly what you would do at the beginning of a circle jerk.
Yeah,
is grab a hold of yourself, you pricks. Also, he obviously hasn't heard James's comment. That wasn't a liberal circle jerk. He was telling us to get more down to earth.
Yes, circle jerk. What a terrible idea that is.
Yeah, well, the last thing I want is geometry when I'm masturbating.
What, you want like a circle, like a square jerk? No,
Yeah.
nothing to do with geometry. You just want some abstract
No geometry.
shape. You just want an abstract shape. It might not. So
Not even a person.
not even a triangle. Not
Just
even
a
an
mist.
oblong.
That was some truths, just then. That was some truths, a special comments edition. Go on then, David, do a bit of singing.
That was the Trews special comments edition. It was
So
the Trews
enthusiastic.
special. It's the most energetic I get.
It's a lovely it's fun. You must do that at my funeral, David. And now David Baddiel will sing the truth.
That was the Trews of Russell's life. It was the Trews. He is dead. I'm sorry. Yes, Trews. But there is no death.
That's not consoled poor Mrs. Brand over there.
No, that she'll be very upset, won't she? No, she won't. Not if I do that song.
There you go, a lovely thought to end on.